Hi, welcome to my channel welcome to this webinar. Our topic today is all about the forecast for May and up to June 2021. What's the vibration? What are we going to expect within this month? Now, if you actually have a pig in any part of your chart, then there is some issues or there are some changes that you may encounter for this month. Um, though if this pertains to your year pillar, there might be some petty issues that you might encounter, okay, from people around you, from your friends, even from your colleague. All right. But at the end of the day, this is only temporary. So this shouldn't actually stop you from doing something that's much more valuable to others. Instead, focus on the ones that actually believe in you, or the focus on the one that actually see the value of your own contribution, so that it helps divert your attention from this people, okay, or from this issue that you may encounter for this month. Okay, so before I dive into my main topic, I'd like to actually introduce myself. Okay, I'll just reduce the Zoom. Okay, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sofia Relosa. I am a Chinese metaphysics practitioner, but I am actually a business owner. And the reason why I am actually sharing all of this information, because back then I didn't have much of resources as to how to actually, especially here in the Philippines, how to actually practically align your Chinese metaphysics, Pachi, and Feng Shui. Unfortunately, I was able to enroll in Dato Joey's classes, so I could actually share with you professionally all the knowledge that I've gained and utilize Chinese metaphysics in a practical sense and a logical manner. All right. I have been consulting a lot of clients abroad virtually, and I've also served a lot of corporation here locally in the Philippines and personalized consultation for Pachi or BaZi and Feng Shui and Timen Dunja. Before I became a business owner, I was actually an HR practitioner, training recruitment manager, actually to be specific. And deep inside my heart, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I did use Chinese metaphysics in my life to actually change and allow me to take that course and design my own destiny. To get to know me more and to know more about my experience, you can actually visit my website, and you can also view my YouTube channel. That's my YouTube channel, and you can also visit me in my Instagram or Facebook page, especially if you're a person that prefers to read than to watch. Okay, so I do also give written information that you can actually learn uh, from my social media account. Okay. Next, I'd like to actually invite you to my webinar that's coming in May 29, 2021. That's my English version, and another one in May 30, my Tagalog version. It's actually the fundamentals. Actually, the framework that I did for this webinar is primarily based on how I actually use Chinese metaphysics before I even started my side hustle back then, and then it turned into an official business. So I wanted to practically give you a framework of what I actually did. It's a combination of Pachi and Feng Shui. So you can actually learn how to assess a location at the same time to use your Pachi chart when it comes to decision making, especially if you're trying to time some launching, or you're trying to start your own business. What kind of affinity, what are your hidden talents, and so forth and so on. Now, to learn more about this webinar, I have included in the link the breakdown of the information that you may get from this course rather. And this is going to be my own design of lecture, primarily because it's based on how I actually applied everything in my life, and then when I was starting my own business. So if you want to start your own gig, and you also want to have a little bit of information about feng shui, or at the same time understanding your own self, this is enough. This course is enough to jumpstart your Chinese metaphysics journey. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, just PM anytime. All right. Okay, so the forecast today is based on your day master, and your day master is going to be, you can actually plot your chart in the calculator, which I have provided in the caption box. So you can actually plot your own chart. It's best to actually include your hour instead of relying on your day, month, and year. When you have the hour, this actually gives us 100% of accuracy. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so our first day master that we are going to start is Jia Wood. Okay, so Jia Wood, hold on. Goodness, my slides. Okay, Jia Wood is currently has direct resource and eating God in their natal chart for the month. Now, what does this actually mean? You might notice there are a lot of opportunities for you to learn, to allow you to scale up your current expertise in your workplace. These are topics that currently related to your job, which can actually use to give more value to all your clients or even your supervisors or your colleagues. So if there is opportunity that's presented to you, by all means, please take the leap and study those courses, because the courses will actually benefit you for long term. In addition to that, by learning new things, this would allow you to become more creative in handling all your problems, in creating solutions for all the problems that might actually come into play. All right. Next is Yi Wood. Okay, Yi Wood. Jia Wood is Yang Wood, and Yi Wood is Yin Wood. Okay, and if another term for in your day master. All right. Next is Bing Fire. There's much. Sorry, Yi Wood. I'm sorry. Okay, Yi Wood. There is indirect resource it's sitting on hurting officer. Now, if say for instance you have started a new business, a new venture, a side gig, a side hustle for the past month, you might notice some recognition within this month, or you may get more attention for this month. Um, if you dislike attention, then this becomes a problematic situation. But when it comes to attention, in terms of Flying Star 9, attention is very crucial, especially if you're able to influence a lot of people. So attention, embrace attention and use it to allow them to see further your value and your strength. Okay, so if you did start a business, or if you're planning to start a business, then this is actually a good month because of the indirect resource. Now, this is also a month you might see yourself to be more intuitive. Best to embrace that. All right. Okay, next we are now going to proceed to Bing Fire, or the Yang Fire. Bing Fire is there are many changes that you might encounter in the home front. Changes that can be uncomfortable. Okay. However, if you have been planning to do some changes in your own household, then this is actually the month wherein it's going to take place, and it's going to benefit you. Okay, and your family members. Okay. I also want you to keep your eye out, because there are opportunities that might present themselves, and these are from unlikely places or you never expected. But I want you to still practice due diligence, study this opportunity, so you won't encounter any unwanted losses in the process. Okay, next is the Ding Fire, or what we call the Yin Fire. This represents there is a 7 killings, and unfortunately, the 7 killings can actually create problems, or will give you more problems for this month, and you might have to actually spend more in order to solve these problems. So and this another could be that you may experience people sort of trying to yeah, give you more attention, that unwanted attention, or just to interpret, just to give you a sort of example. An example of this is that probably your credit card company, your banks, okay, might be hounding you within this month. Might actually run after you. My advice, okay, then again, we see here Rob Wells. My advice is just to simply negotiate with them on how much you can actually afford or how much you can actually pay off just to address the 7 killings issue that you have. All right. Be willing to shell out some money in order to solve the problem. All right. Next is Wu Earth. Wu Earth or Young Earth. This actually means if, especially if there is a clash within your month pillar, this can actually indicate some illness issues within your family or your own health. Okay, if there is a clashing animal in your day master or even your month, this could stem that there might be some problematic issues in terms of health. So before, if you notice any symptoms amongst you and your family members, best to have it checked as soon as possible, just so to avoid it from progressing to a much more difficult problem, especially in the future. Okay, hold on. I have to check something. Okay. All right. Next is the G Earth, what we call the Yin Earth in terms of your another term for the G Earth. G Earth has Rob Wealth and direct resource. Now this indicates that there is a possibility that you might lose something if you're not able to work your hardest or to be as different as compared to your competition. Okay, so this can be a stressful month because there is an opportunity that might reduce your income, or you might have to shell out some of your income in order to solve this problem. This is related to your workplace, so be very careful. Make sure that if ever there is any investment that's going to come in, do practice due diligence. And if you are going through a competition or a series of challenge facing competition, then always do not chase your competition. You chase your clients, you chase the people that have value, you chase the people that actually believe in you. You check what do they need in order to give more service to them. All right. Next is Geng Metal or the Young Metal in terms of another term. Next is okay, hurting officer and 7 killings. Now this month there are a lot of series of problems that you have to actually face. But you know what? You may get a lot of attention because of your ability to solve these problems. So my advice is to actually take the leap, roll up the sleeves, and solve those problems head on. Because of by doing action or giving output in order to solve this problem, you will get the recognition that you deserve. All right. So pay attention to the details of the problems. Always remember that the devil is in the detail. Make sure that you do exert a lot of output in order to solve these problems. All right. Again, to beat the 7 killings, it's always output, meaning you taking course of action in order to solve these problems. Now, since we have hurting officer for this month, of course, you will be recognized from your own efforts. Next is for the Xin Metal. Xin Metal is eating God and direct officer. So you might encounter this month a bit more, you're more creative than usual. You may be able to create new systems in place. Or if not, then and you're encountering a lot of problems, then basically this is the solution that you should focus on for the rest of the month, is to create new ways of doing things in your current business. The you sometimes you might not see that there are probably system in place in your business that's already antiquated. So my advice, to create new ideas, new system that you can actually implement within the rest of your team or within your workplace. All right. So eating God and direct officers, because there are a lot of changes that's going to happen that's going to push you to make some changes. Now, in order to actually thrive through that change, is to adapt as soon as possible, see and research and diagnose what are the issues that you currently have in your workplace so you can do the right action or the right creative solution to solve those problems. All right, next is the Ren Water. Before I proceed, the Ren Water or the Yang Water. Ren Water is has the rub wells. Now, here's the problem with the rub wells. If you're not able to address or stand out or push yourself to stand out or service the ones that your competition are not servicing, you might actually lose a bonus or a monetary increment or an opportunity within this month. Someone might take this away from you. So my advice for the Ren Water is to be proactive. Use this month to think of ways how you're going to beat the competition. Again, do not chase the competition. You chase your clients, you chase the people that actually you give service to, you chase the people that actually support you. All right, because by servicing them and improving on your way of service will make them stay loyal to you, and you don't have to worry if they're loyal to you. You don't have to worry about your competition. All right, next is the Gui water or the Yin water. The Gui water has a friend and direct wealth. Now, if you're looking for new opportunities, or if you currently lost your job and you're looking for new streams of income or new employment, you focus on your current network, your friends, your family, tap them, messenger them, Zoom with them, so they'll be able to help you out, find new ways of earning. All right. So you focus on networking with the people that you're close with instead of focusing on the third party app. Like in the Philippines, it's JobStreet, I think, .com or even LinkedIn. So instead of focusing on that, you focus on the people that you're close with, so they'll be able to reach out to their resources. All right. Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's something wrong with my my PC. What's going on? Hold on. Okay. Now we're moving on to Feng Shui. Okay, so when we talk about the Feng Shui, my monthly forecast, it indicates basically the current location of your main door, your bedroom, or even the place where you work with. Okay, so for this month, we have this chart that you can refer to. And in the next slides, I'll be referring to you the definition of these combinations. All right. For the North sector, for this month, it's best to be very careful of making decisions just to avoid cheating or losses, unwanted losses for the rest of this month, especially if you have a bad form in your home or in your North sector. Practice practice due diligence before making any decision. If you can actually move the decision making to next month, that's much better. All right. Especially if your main door is located at the north sector, or your bedroom is located at the north sector, or your office is at the north sector of your space. Okay. Again, the forecast here indicates if there is an activation that's being done in your current workplace, where in your main door, your bedroom, or your workplace, in either of the sectors. Okay. Sorry. What's going on? Okay. Sorry about that. What is going on? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to the East sector. So this is a peach blossom star, not just for studying, but if you're trying to look for activating new collaboration or people that you can work with, or your noble people, then East is a good sector to activate. All right. And if, say, for instance, you have, yes, okay, so there, collaboration for the East sector. So if you're looking to partner with others, this is a good sector to activate. Okay, for the Northeast, however, this is actually not a good month, especially because of the legal problems that can actually be activated when we activate the Northeast just for this month, and our fraudulent deals. Okay, so you're prone to getting scammed or stolen from if we are you're going to activate the Northeast, and yes, there you go, and money losses. Okay, for the Northeast. So for the time being, let's avoid the Northeast sector if you are able to move around within your space. Okay, so how do we actually trace? You just move your desk, bring your laptop, and then go to a sector that's much more positive or auspicious for the rest of the month. That's the only way you're going to avoid activating the Northeast. Okay. And if you're activating the sun star for the northeast sector, I wouldn't advise that for the time being. For the time being, all right, for this month alone. Okay, for the west sector, um, if you are currently single and looking for someone to mingle with, then this is actually a good sector to activate. If you want to meet someone new, new relationship, then west sector is a good sector to activate. All right. However, if your bedroom is located, if your bedroom is located in the northwest sector and you have some pre-existing, especially in terms of your nerve, it's best to avoid this, as this may create more problems in that health aspect. All right. Next, for the southwest. Okay, so southwest, if you're currently situated in this sector, my advice is really move to south or other auspicious sectors. Southwest may trigger some illness issues, unwanted illness issues for the rest of the month. The problem with this illness issue, if they are not addressed as soon as possible, it can create prolonged issue. It can be chronic or create bigger illness issue for the rest of uh, yes, for a long time. Okay, just because it was triggered during this month, so it's best to avoid the southwest as much as possible. All right, a good sector to activate is the south sector. So if you are activating the south and last month was quite good for you, then this month is going to be extended. Much more auspiciousness will be extended for this month. Um, so it's best to activate, especially if you are in the fire related industry, as this month it's going to give you more career progression for the rest of this month. Okay, next is the southeast. Okay, southeast. This is where the flying star 5 is, and unfortunately, if you're situated in this sector, you might see yourself having more difficulty solving problems. Okay, so best to avoid this, especially if last month was already problematic for you. This month it's going to be much more problematic, as there are more money losses to encounter or issues of solving your problems. Okay, so yes. And last but not the least is the Northwest, wherein you may encounter a lot of competition. Competition, yes. You might have to struggle facing competition within this month. Again, when it comes to facing, handling competition, do not chase your competition. That's not a good way to run a business. Don't put up a business because my neighbor did this, they put up a business, I want to put up. No, that's not the way to do it. And to be honest, it's a short-term goal. Always look for improvement of service that you can do more as compared to your competition. Don't always chase your competition, so do more than what they are offering. Okay, so give what they are not doing. All right, when it comes to handling competition. Another is you focus on what the needs of your client, the needs of your market. What's not there, it's not available, you provide. All right, that's how you handle any competition. All right, do you have any questions? None? Okay, so again, I'd like to invite you to my webinar. It's May 30 or May 29 and May 30. It's in the caption box how to actually get in. This is a good class if you want to learn a little bit more of Chinese metaphysics, or at least have a gauge in assessing if this property is good for you. The fundamentals or the basic of information, and at the same time looking at your Pachi chart and really understand what's written in your Pachi chart. So it's going to serve you as a guide on what to focus on a yearly basis, so you don't get lost, right? You're planning ahead using the Pachi chart for strategizing. Okay, that's what my webinar is, and it's all based on my own experience. And this is a framework that I created, so it's easier for everybody to apply in your daily life. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again. Thank you. That I am happy that everybody understood my webinar, because there's no question. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.